What's up everyone, it's Savulent, and today we're going to talk about the new classes for Dracthyr coming in patch 11.0.5, also known as the WoW 20th anniversary patch. That's right, the 20th anniversary is going to span the entirety of 11.0.5, with the content being centered around this event while Season 1 is still going on as well, which means we're going to be playing on this patch for 2+ months. It's going to be a lot of content, it's going to be a lot to do, so let's jump into it and start talking about the new classes for Dracthyr. Blizzard has just announced that Dracthyr are getting 6 new classes. They're going to be getting Hunter, Rogue, Priest, Mage, Warrior, and Warlock. This will bring Dracthyr up to 7 total classes when including Evokers. Undertaking one of these new classes as a Dracthyr will allow you to choose between fighting as a Dracthyr or fighting in Visage form by activating Visage, which switches you between forms. You can additionally choose to toggle Chosen Identity, which will automatically shift you into Dracthyr form when entering combat and Visage form when leaving combat. Dracthyr Evokers, however, will continue to use Dracthyr form during combat, as many of their abilities emphasize their draconic nature. With the addition of new classes to Dracthyr, we're also going to be making some further adjustments to their racials. Tail Swipe cooldown has been increased to 3 minutes. It was 1.5 minutes. Wing Buffet cooldown has been increased to 3 minutes. It also was 1.5 minutes. It now displays wing effects around your character if you use it while in Visage form. Tail Swipe and Wing Buffet no longer automatically shift you into Dracthyr form for all classes except for Evoker. Before we get too deep into this, I just want to point out that there are class changes for Evoker that we're going to talk about specifically in a moment that do reduce the cooldowns for Evokers. So it looks like they're trying to keep things mostly the same for Evokers, but they did want to change this up for the other classes, so when they have access to these racials, they're not on a 1.5 minute cooldown, which I think is fair. Dracthyr had these racials more or less built into being an Evoker, and now they're adding new classes to Dracthyr. They need to adjust those a little bit, because having a Warrior with Shockwave and their other stun, as well as Tail Swipe and Wing Buffet, could have gotten out of hand. Same with mages that have Blast Wave, a couple other stuns, Polymorph, etc. I think for the most part, these are reasonable changes for what they're going for. Evoker are getting some class changes to their talent tree, specifically Clobbering Sweep, which is going to reduce Tail Swipe's cooldown by 2 minutes. It was 45 seconds. Heavy Wing Beats is going to reduce Wing Buffet's cooldown by 2 minutes. It was 45 seconds. Permeating Chill is now becoming baseline for Evoker. And then the choice node for Heavy Wing Beats and Clobbering Sweep are no longer a choice node, and the position has changed in the class tree. It looks as though the idea is they want to remove Permeating Chill from the tree and adding it as baseline, as well as separating the choice node between Heavy Beats and Clobbering Sweep. That way they can give Evokers the ability to get both of those things and have the cooldowns be exactly what it was before, ideally not actually nerfing their interrupts or disorients or anything like that, and keeping everything the same for Evokers, but making sure that the new classes that can be Dracthyr are not getting crazy racials from that. One other thing mentioned here by Blizzard is that Dracthyr are also getting a new skyriding talent that's called Squadron, in which up to 2 additional Dracthyr players can join you to fly in formation and soar through the skies. This kind of reminds me of in Apex, where you jump down when you're going to the map and one person is leading your squad of 3. You could break off from that, but typically you would follow the person that's leading the squad down. So it's similar to that, where you can team up with 2 other Dracthyr, fly in a squad. One leader will bring the 2 other people to wherever they're going. Also very similar to the already existing skyriding talent, where you could turn into a whelp in Dragonflight and fly with the main person and just follow them. This is giving it to Dracthyr specifically, adding an additional person to that. Only Dracthyr can do it. From the information provided so far, it looks as though it's only going to be doable by Dracthyr in their flight form, as opposed to when using a mount. That's not confirmed from what I can see so far, but that's what it looks like from all of the information they put out. One other thing in this release from Blizzard, specifically about Shamans, letting us know they're getting a new Ascendant form, in which Blizzard says here, but wait, there's more. Shamans can look forward to new Ascendance forms to express their elemental mastery. Restoration Shamans will get a new water form. Elemental Shamans will get a new fire form. And Enhanced Shamans will get a new wind form. These new forms look fantastic in terms of their actual graphical quality compared to the old ones. I'm not a huge fan that all of the forms look basically identical, except for the color change in their hands and their hair and the little ground effect they have underneath them. Overall, I think this is a great change. I hope they get some more things in the future, maybe some additional ascendance forms. That way, not everyone is in the same form, with the only difference being color. But instead, they could have different forms, maybe. But I think this is a great change. They look fantastic, so much better than the one that's currently in the game. And I'm sure there's shamans out there that are really looking forward to this. That's going to be it for me, everyone. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.